1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right, let's do this.
Welcome back to the Racial Draft Podcast. I am your host, Michael Ford, joined by my co-host, Kia Lisi herself.
I am here, the mother. Hello, everybody.
We are also joined by the official artist of the Racial Draft Podcast, Eli Johnson.
Yes, sir. How's everyone doing out there? It's Eli, aka Atlas, coming at you guys once again. Proud to be here and happy to be joined by my wonderful guests.
Nice.
Or
You see, he had a
co-guest.
whole. Yeah, we're hosts. You know, we are guests in your beautiful world, as it were.
Yes.
You know.
I got my blazer
As
on.
always, you can get access to Eli's video feed at Patreon at the $15 tier. So send
Is
some
this
money our
actually
way.
a thing, by the way?
No, we have a Patreon. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, like, is there actually tiers like for me on the thing? That's crazy.
That can
Look at him,
be
he's all
easily
blushing. He's like,
that can be
yeah,
easily
you know.
remedied, and all patrons definitely get a personalized shout out, a face-to-face shout out from Eli. So send that money our way. Racial Draft at Patreon. And last but not least, we are joined by the adorable one himself, Martine from the Latinx delegation. What's up, Martine?
What's up? Is that like a permanent thing now?
Yep.
No.
Forever.
We'll-
Forever.
All right, whatever. I'm just a guest here.
Well,
Look, 20 years from now, you're gonna wish people said that. You know what I'm saying? Like, take it right now. Take it.
that is fair.
All right, fine. I'll
So,
take it.
so let's jump into the nerd news. I mean, there hasn't been a lot of true news. It's been a lot of rumors. One thing that we left off on and we didn't talk about last week was the big news that Wonder Woman 1984 is moving to streaming, and it will be available on December 25th on HBO Max. Kia,
Who
you
pays
are
for that? What?
people who want to see Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I want to see Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I
For
was gonna
free.
ask. I was gonna ask if you were planning to watch Wonder Woman on HBO Max.
I'm planning to watch Wonder Woman.
On HBO Max.
You can add that if you want to. But I'm not going to be a liar.
Well, I will be watching Wonder Woman on HBO Max, and it will be glorious because HBO Max doesn't have a lot of subscribers right now, and they're trying to do whatever they can to get people to subscribe for the same price that they were paying for regular HBO when they were paying for regular HBO. They are planning to release it in theaters though, just not in the US. So let's see what places they're going to be releasing. So the early releases are going to be in December 18th December 16th in Belgium, Bulgaria, Egypt, Estonia, France, Greece, Holland, Iceland, Indonesia, Portugal, South Africa, Switzerland, and the UK. So they're getting it on the 16th. So not too far away. And then the 17th, Bolivia, Brazil, Costa Rica, Croatia, Cyprus, Denmark, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Mexico, Middle East, Nicaragua, Panama.
Did you just say the N-word?
Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Serbia, Singapore, Slovakia, Taiwan, Thailand, and the United Arab Emirates that's December 17th. And then on the 18th is China, East Africa, Japan, Nigeria, Spain, and Vietnam. So,
and ask any American to find that on a map, and they will struggle.
Facts.
They're also lucky, man. Everybody figured out how to get rid of the virus except us.
I
Man.
mean, they didn't
Well,
get
that's
rid of
because
the virus as
master
much as
choices,
they.
obviously.
Yeah, they
Mm.
made
They're
good
lucky, man.
they made good decisions with both their leadership and with their behavior. And it's kind of like when you put a lock on your car and someone else's car gets stolen, we're the ones whose car got stolen. So COVID jacked us and continues to jack us, and it'll be jacking us until we get the
We have like no
jackass.
wins,
You
no
really,
wins,
are you
nothing
starting
left.
off that early? Come on. You know I'm on here. You know I'm on here, and you're over here starting out early. At least finish it. Gosh.
we get jacked long enough
the jacking.
until we're ready to finish, and we're nowhere close to get finished being jacked by COVID. Okay.
We're almost there, but not quite.
Not quite. We are edging, but
It's
not
closer and closer.
even close to finishing. It will not be a happy ending.
You're nowhere near the landing strip.
Right. But yeah, so
Metaphorical.
but one thing that people were talking about when this news broke about Wonder Woman is a lot of people were speculating that this decision would somehow make an impact on Marvel's decision as to what they were going to put on their streaming platform. And to that I say, nah. I mean, because HBO Max has about 8 million subscribers, and Disney Plus has about 75 million subscribers. So one of us is not like the other, as they say. We'll probably be paying $30 for Black Widow if it comes out on streaming. And if it doesn't come out on streaming, if it comes out in the theater, then we'll be paying for our tickets in the theater.
Who? Who's paying for that?
Those of us who want to see the movie.
Those who support Black business.
Right. Does that count? Black Widow, is that Black business?
Absolutely. It's in the title. It's in the title.
Yes. Support Black Widow business.
I don't like that. Because
as we say on the show, all things are possible. So for all we know, by the end of this draft, Black Widow could be a Black business.
No, I know. Because like, if like we ever get like a white tiger, I don't want to say like I'm supporting white business,
Oh, I'll say it.
That's
first.
how they get you, Martine. That's how they get you. Either way, you're supporting white. Always bet on white. All right, so we're moving. There's another actual news story, and it has a DC bent to it. It involves the comic series, the very beloved comic series Super Sons, that starred Damian Wayne and Jonathan Kent. They were the sons of Batman and Spider-Man, respectively, and they had a well-regarded series that was written, I believe, by Tomasi, Peter Tomasi.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming back, sort of. A digital-only miniseries called Challenge of the Super Sons. And I think it's going to start in December 14th even. I don't know how many issues it's going to run for. 14 parts. So it's going to run for 14 parts. I'm guessing probably weekly, maybe. If it's going to run for 14, yeah, maybe bi-weekly. But
same team as the original Super Sons, or different?
I think so. It's Peter Tomasi's writing it, Max Rainer's on art, and Jorge Corona and Evan Stanley. I think that was the team from the original.
Eli should have been on art. I'm just saying.
Well, Eli, depending on what happens,
I would not turn it down.
If the Super Sons get racially drafted, I would love to see Eli's rendition of the Super Sons on their various delegations.
No, that would be an idea.
Yeah. Martine, what were your thoughts about the original Super Sons, and what are your thoughts about this new one?
I'm glad, because I actually like the Super Sons. It's I know a lot of people don't really like Damian all that much, but I liked him with John. Like, I really liked their dynamic together, and I'm really glad that this is gonna come back for like at least a digital kind of series. Right. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and Damian definitely is an acquired taste, and You know, I like that. I like the fact that you were able to get kind of a young dynamic of
Mhm.
what it might have been like if Bruce, in his most extreme caricature example, was friends with Clark in his most extreme caricature example. That they seem, it worked for me,
Yeah.
and I'm eager to see how it works on the in the digital realm. It would, since we had talked a while last week about the CW show, it would be kind of disappointing if there's not a Super Sons element in this Clark and Superman, or sorry,
Superman and Lois.
Superman and Lois series where they're supposed to have a son. I think it'd be kind of cool.
Please.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. I think it would be kind of cool if they actually were, one of their sons was their biological son, and the other one was Bruce's son that they were taking care of. That would be kind of cool. But it's, I mean, at this point, I'm just writing a series in my head. Uh, but yeah, I'm looking forward to Super Sons, and like I said, December 14th. Everything else is a rumor, so let's jump right in on the rumor mill.
I
Let's
like these.
let's start with Spider-Man rumors. Spider-Man rumors.
Right, Spider-Man is a eunuch. Is that the first rumor?
Thwip, no.
No.
No,
There's three
no.
different types. There's three different types of eunuchs. Just so you guys know, FYI.
What's the
I
type
know
that
nothing
you
about that.
What's the type that you have in
Okay.
mind, Kia?
I was gonna go with everything just gone, but
Wow.
you could. It makes
Why are you
sense.
doing like that?
I know all
Because,
this.
I mean,
He's
every time I look at his outfit, I never see anything down there.
he's
No one's gonna draw it. It's for kids.
yeah. I mean, do you want to know where his print is?
Yeah, duh. Don't be wearing a tight outfit and not show your print.
Eli, well, I'll leave that to you.
I can't.
There's probably a market for Peter Parker's print, and
I like to think, I think my demographic is very all ages. So I think,
yeah.
I
So
probably
you're
won't
not
touch
you're not
that.
going to indulge in that. Fair
So
enough.
you're
Fair
just
Probably
enough.
gonna let
not.
him be a eunuch. I mean,
Listen,
that's okay.
I can send you some links though. I can send you some Tumblr links. You'll be satisfied. You'll be well satisfied with what it bears out, so to speak.
As long as it's protruding.
I mean, I've seen some things. Um,
Yeah.
but as they say, with great power comes great responsibility, and he's got some power. However, but the main rumor was that a lot of people are speculating about there being some kind of like multiversal aspect to the third Spider-Man movie in the MCU, and there's a rumor that the Alfred Molina, who played Doctor Octopus in Spider-Man 3, will be making an appearance. Or sorry, in Spider-Man 2, will be making an appearance in Spider-Man 3. That has
I'm
not
sorry,
been.
Dr. Octopus. Can I get a visual on that? Is he actually an octopus? Like, does he
No.
have tentacles? Can I take this to anime and tentacles? Like, what?
So he does have tentacles, but those tentacles are of the mechanical variety.
I mean, I think
It's
I've
not
seen
gonna
them
feel as
too
good
in
as you think.
anime. Like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I can also send you some videos of Doctor Octopus in action
I think I've already
if you're
watched
so
them.
inclined. if you're so
So MTF
inclined.
is the plug, basically. It's the plug.
Speaking of
Tommy comes in right as we're talking about tentacles.
we are
Oh.
joined by our friend from the future, Tamati, joining us from New Zealand. Say hello to the people, Tamati.
Hey guys, it's been a long time, yeah?
I know.
Yeah.
We've got work to do in the future, so.
Yeah, I know.
Where
I
have
mean,
you been,
Sure.
Tomati? What have you been doing?
Oh man, I could make up so many things, but it's really just been work and family.
So that
Yeah.
sounds exciting.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
as someone who has neither.
Very true.
Oh wow.
Very true.
Just bringing you up
why
to
you gotta
speed.
bring it up, man? Why you gotta bring it up?
Sorry,
Ju-
sorry guys.
That's all right. Just bringing you up to speed. We were talking about the rumored appearance of Alfred Molina in the Spider-Man sequel. Um, I
Wow.
I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I know that sometimes these rumors just come out of nowhere and they don't really pan out. So, as much as I liked Alfred Molina as Doctor
Yeah.
Octopus, I'm actually hoping that they go a different direction with Doctor Octopus in the MCU. My
Same.
stunt casting, for the longest time, or my fan casting for the longest time was Ryan Wilson, who plays Dwight from The Office. I think he'd make an amazing Doctor Octopus. So, I mean, Alfred Molina's kind of, getting up there in age. I'd like
Yeah,
to
is
see.
he like in his 60s or something?
He
Yeah.
might be pushing 70 even.
Wow.
But I understand that there are people who really want to see all these different spider characters and spider actors from previous movies pop up
Yeah.
in future movies. But
My thing is just like I like how they ended the story so much. I would hate to like bring him back,
right, didn't he
just to
die as
give.
well?
He
Yeah.
did. He
Yeah.
went
Yeah.
into the
So
building and it
Spoiler
flooded.
Yeah.
alert!
So
yeah. So
I
the
mean, it's
actor's
like
he's
a couple years
67.
later.
Nearly 20 years.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it by now,
Yeah.
I didn't. Gosh, guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
was that a
uh,
spoiler?
that's a spoiler for a 20-year-old movie. Yes.
Wow.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. It's weird. There was a Spider-Man 3 even. That's a spoiler too.
Ah,
That's
another
true.
one. Gosh.
Yeah.
That one's actually a spoiler because that movie was awful.
Yeah, I was gonna
It
say
spoiled the
you're not
entire
you didn't
franchise.
miss much.
Yeah, that's one you can skip. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Watching it tonight.
you know, obviously the last 20 years have done a lot for the Doctor Octopus character. Be it the Superior Spider-Man, be it, his like brand new young body and the fact that he's like the Superior Octopus now. The fact that I've not yet played the video game, the Spider-Man video game, but I know he plays a prominent role in that. So it would be interesting for them to, in my opinion, waste an appearance from one of their big time spider characters by just having him be a throwaway from another universe. Excuse me. But speaking of more Spider-Man 3 rumors, there's rumors that they're casting a Filipina actress, potentially to play uh, a relative of Ned. The actress is supposed to be somewhere in the age range of 50 to 80, and it's going to be a supporting role. So, my guess is it's probably Ned's mom or, you
That's
know,
like 30 years. Like he's in the age
Like
range.
more like maybe grandparents, maybe grandma, maybe.
It's like,
I
Wait,
don't
you
know,
said-
range.
What was the age range again?
50 to 80.
That's
Oh,
like
that's a
30
big
years.
age range.
That's a
That's-
lot. That's
that's
a
a-
huge range.
Yeah, but
That's a
I'm
huge
guessing they're going. Yeah, you might be
Her
right.
aunt.
You might be
His
right that they'd
aunt.
be going for, yeah, they could be going for an aunt position, right? Where she could either be a young aunt like May Parker in the MCU, or she could be an older aunt like May Parker in the comics. Like, it's a wide, it's a wide range. I'm also in Hollywood. There are people who, for lack of a better term, like they keep their looks for 20 years. Like certain people look exactly the same.
Oh, vampires.
They look exactly the same from when they were 50 and when they were 70.
Keanu
So,
Reeves.
well, Keanu's not 70 yet. What's
Supposedly he's immortal.
like
So.
You
like
don't know.
I
Damn.
mean Denzel's almost 70. Like
Yeah.
he could play probably someone who's 50 if he needed to. So
Probably.
so yeah, so good on them for exploring a little bit more of Ned's story. The actor Jacob Batalon is Filipino, so I'm guessing that's what they're
Wait, did you
going
say,
for.
Jake, I got your Pelon test?
Jacob Batalon is
Oh,
is the
I
actor.
thought you were having a joke. Oh, sorry, I thought it was a joke.
Oh,
I got your pantalones.
no. But yeah, so good on them for hopefully expanding out their story, because I know a lot of people were upset and they feel like all he is a Genki clone, and that's going to take away from when they introduce Miles and his friend Genki. Hopefully they'll do a good job of distinguishing between the two and let people know that there can be more than one Asian in New York. Shockingly,
This is news to me.
there could be more than one Asian in New York that's friends with a superhero.
I don't believe it.
I know. I mean, well, we're working on it.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Other casting news that's also this is from our friends at the Luminardi. They're saying that the She-Hulk show is looking for some castings, and I think there were 5 characters that they were thinking about casting, and they are mainly potential coworkers for her at the law firm, and there's also a villain who might be cast, and she was being characterized as someone in the mold of a Kardashian.
That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Finally, something worth talking about.
All right, so
Really?
Oh my God, the Kardashians are everything. Oh my gosh. What's up, Kim? What's up, Chloe? Courtney?
They watched the racial draft.
So Kardashians, you're welcome. You're welcome to come to the racial draft if you want to start your own Kardashian delegation.
Oh my
we'll work
God,
something out.
That'd be so great. Oh, and buy their perfume and buy their makeup. Thank you.
Yeah. Wait, was
Wow,
that supposed?
that's
Was that
probably-
meant to be? Was that meant to be a thank you inspired by the Kardashian? Could you try that again?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for loving me and for thinking I'm pretty and watching my porn video. Thank you.
All right. Well, just so we're
There you
clear,
go.
though, the
support black
Kardashians,
business.
they support black a lot.
Yes, they do. Yeah, they're all about that black.
Historically.
Yeah. Yes.
They take the black back too, even
But
after it's cheated twice.
just so we're clear, we are inviting the Kardashian sisters to the show. We're not inviting any of the Kardashian adjacent people to the show. we're not no, sorry, Kanye. Maybe next
Kanye
time.
is always welcome. Oh my gosh, seriously.
Old Kanye, the old Kanye.
Oh, the Jesus Walks Kanye?
Yeah, exactly. Kanye before he was replaced by Skrull is welcome on the show, but current
Yeah.
Skrull
Yeah.
Kanye is not welcome on the show. Just so we're
But
clear.
have you seen his Sunday church thing? It's actually quite uplifting. Oh, have you actually ever watched a video of it? It was really
He's
beautiful.
like the only preacher who doesn't preach.
I love it. I love it. Just sing music. Let me feel all high on the music, especially after you eat those edibles. Yeah, I mean, that is what I'm talking about.
Fair enough. So this rumor is more of a rumor debunking, and I love a good debunking. This is about the Peacemaker series that's also going to be on HBO Max, and that's the one that's starring John Cena as the aforementioned Peacemaker. Apparently, there was a rumor that was swirling around that the Green Arrow would appear on the show, and even though I'm a fan of the Green Arrow, I am happy that this rumor is being debunked, because maybe the Green Arrow will have a bigger role in the movies going forward.
As long as
Martinez.
it's a good Green Arrow, it's not the one that Martine loves, but as long as it's any other.
Oh, shots fired!
I never said I loved any of the Green Arrows.
Yeah, I was going to ask you your thoughts about either
was it-
the Green Arrow being in the Peacemaker series, or the news that it, or at least the confirmation from James Gunn that it won't be in the series.
Who?
Martine.
You.
Oh, me.
Yeah, your thoughts.
I'm glad that it was I never heard that rumor until today, and I'm glad it was preceded by it's a debunked rumor.
Yes.
Because I don't think I would have been like super into the idea of Green Arrow showing up on that Peacemaker show, mostly because it is like I would want him to show up either like in a more prominent thing in the movies, or if they were like to ever give Journey like her show, like
Yeah, the
on
Black
it,
Canary show. I was thinking the
that
same
would make
thing.
more sense for him to show up there, to me at least.
I
You know?
agree.
What do you
I,
think, Tamati?
I don't know. I'm not really excited by any of the news, to be fair.
I just wanted somebody else on my team. Okay, great. Okay,
Yeah, and
Martin,
it's mainly
continue.
because
Well, I'm not
not that
excited
big
about
of
the show either.
yeah.
I'm just giving my
I'm not really a
opinion
big
because
fan
it
of
was
the Green Arrow and all that.
Mhm.
So
you said
yeah,
you
so
are or you're not?
no, not really.
Oh, okay. So
So
listen. There
debunk
was
away.
there was a really good run that I recommend. That was the writer's name is escaping me right now. In the last few years in DC in the Rebirth era. Benjamin Percy is the writer's name, and he wrote a really good run that sort of focused on him as a well-meaning liberal rich guy who's trying to change the world for the better, but sometimes gets in his own way.
Are you
And
talking about Trump?
no,
Oh, okay.
I said well-meaning.
Oh, my man.
I said well-meaning.
Oh well, leaving.
Right.
From New Zealand, we got
Hey,
Trump jokes.
Yeah, we watch the
Oh.
news too. We watch the
I
news.
love it.
Futuristic burn.
Yeah.
Actually, funny thing, I was watching Family Guy because that's what I do on Sundays, and there's a joke in there about Pence hanging himself after coming out of the closet, and then at the bottom part of it, spoiler alert, they go, "We wrote this in February of 2019. Were we right?"
Oh wow.
So
Wow.
I'm just talking about future. How did they know? No, I'm just kidding.
And the last little bit of rumor has to do with the character Riri Williams, aka Ironheart. There
Yeah.
have been some rumblings that she will be getting a Disney Plus series, and that would be great. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yes, Kia.
Would it be great?
Yes, it would be great. Cool
Why?
character. She's a cool character. She's got, there's a little bit of a void now, especially since they're moving into the realm of the young characters. So, she fits right there with your Kamala Khan's, your Miles Moraleses, and she's one of the resident geniuses of the Marvel
Yeah.
universe. And we don't have that many black women as characters or black girls, as it were, and every new one is always welcomed.
Well, is she going to be black or is she going to be brown?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, is she going to be really black? Like, like I got a lot of sun black, or is she
Like
going to be
Netflix
brown?
black.
Oh, you mean are they gonna whitewash her and make her like
Yeah,
light
I mean,
skin?
like, I feel like she.
I
Yeah.
mean, one can never know for sure
But
whether, but
Hope for
the
the
hope
best,
is
but
right. The
expect
hope.
the worst.
I mean, Marvel hasn't done horribly in that regard. The actual Marvel studios. Now, if we were talking about Fox,
Or Disney.
yeah,
Oh
mm,
god.
if we were talking or Disney more generally,
Mhm.
But I'm hoping Kevin Feige, Kevin Feige tries, and I'm hoping that he continues to try.
So,
Tamati, you're not feeling hopeful about it?
oh no, I think that series would be dope if they cast it right. Definitely timely for a character like that to have a time to shine. I think. I'm nodding mainly because I've seen just recently there's been a whole kind of colorism debate blow up around the casting of the live action movie they wanted to make of the movie Moana.
Yes.
Yeah, and so what they've gone and done is that they've cast someone in the role of Moana. Now, notwithstanding that we're talking about a cartoon here, but
Right.
anyways, who is very light-skinned, of Hawaiian descent, but is light-skinned.
Right.
And so there's been a whole faction within the Hawaiian community who have blown up about it, saying, why don't they have a darker-skinned Hawaiian depicting their character? And so, yeah, it's all very timely around these characters and stuff. So, and yeah, so when Kia asked the question, will they be brown? Will they be black? I think there's a lot of that.
Mhm.
It's worthwhile being vigilant about all of this stuff, about the fan castings and all that.
Sure. I mean, and
Yeah.
I know that there was a
I
little bit
mean-
of that. Sorry, Kia. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying that, like, they're now making makeup for, darker skinned women. I think it's time. I think it's time to, go out there and, just make characters all different colors.
I mean, it's definitely been past time, Unfortunately, I just feel like sometimes the colorism is so baked in to the culture that there are so
Well,
many.
it's not really baked. It's more like, because if you bake it, it gets, darker. So use another
Fair.
word.
Fair. It's yes.
It's folded in. It's folded in.
Yeah, it's
How about that?
Yeah, the baking's happening on the inside, not on the outside. It's like a convection oven.
Yeah.
it's more microwaved in, we'll say,
It's been interesting to follow that in the Polynesian community,
Oh yeah, for
with
sure.
it's just around
Go on.
colorism, I know it happens in other cultures too,
Right.
around, if the fair-skinned ones aren't as, so for example, as Hawaiian as the rest, and so on and so forth, and yet they've got the genealogy. And so, I think it's a well-trodden path to
Right.
have these big debates within a culture around colorism and stuff. And I think one of the complex things that's kind of wrapped up in those conversations is the whole thing around colonization,
Right.
The colonizing of identity.
Sure.
And assuming that that our people and our cultures have only had fair-skinned people since colonization, which is untrue. Just if you look at the variation across populations, naturally they're going to be fair-skinned ones. But so it's kind of, I guess, stirred up a whole lot of these embedded discussions around colorism and stuff. So yeah, so I know these are happening in other cultures too, and things like fan castings and stuff like that brings it all up.
Yeah,
every time.
and it's always interesting because, like you said before, sometimes there's colorism that is a result of colonization, but then
course.
there's the fact that these complexions existed even before colonization, and those
Yep.
preferences existed in those cultures as well. So
Mhm.
so it's sometimes a misnomer to assume that when someone is cast that is lighter skinned, that it's in that respect a reflection of some aspect of white supremacy. It may be somewhat problematic, as they say, in terms of being able something that people want to interrogate and discuss, but often I'll see the animosity be directed at the actor or actress
Yeah.
themselves, and that's typically not fair to that actor, particularly when they're in a marginalized community to begin with, and they're just happy to get a role, some of which are few and far between.
Yeah.
Like Moana is the only, as far as I know, Samoan story that Disney has ever done. So if you're a Samoan actress, why wouldn't you want to be up for the main role?
But who is the voice of Moana?
It's a Hawaiian girl. Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Ali'i
Well, she's
Carvalho?
actually Hawaiian and Puerto Rican.
Yep.
Yeah.
We discussed that on this.
Cool.
So in other words,
Yeah.
a Marine went down there.
Oh.
Found
Yeah.
In other words, the multiracial delegation wins again.
Hey, I can see why the multiracial delegation would be hot on the Kardashians too. I mean, their kids,
Yeah.
they're going to recruit
I
the
just want to
kids.
point out, I do love you all. Oh my gosh, call me. Call me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good enough transition into season 2 of the racial draft. It's coming. We are just over a week
Eli,
away.
keep your pants on. I know it's exciting, but gosh.
But before I have an announcement to make, an official announcement, this was an announcement that was made on Twitter, but I'll make it on the podcast. We have added. We had 8 delegations in season 1. We have 9 delegations in season 2. We have added a South Asian delegation. Shout out to
And it's
Arjun.
me. No, I'm just
Nice.
kidding.
And
What'd you say? More people to beat?
I said, and it's me. No, I'm just kidding.
But what that does mean
Frankia
is that
delegation.
we are shaking up the draft order. Shaking up.
Mm.
Shaking
We're
up
not
the draft
shaking it
order.
up enough. I feel. Actually, I'm so glad you brought this up, Michael, because
All
I'm
right.
feeling froggy.
He is
So
feeling
now
frog.
that we have a new
Ninth delegation, yes.
delegation, a ninth delegation, I feel as though, and I think just to be fair to all the delegations, that we should, redo the order in which, everybody is going to go, because now that we have 9, it'd only be fair to put them all in the bowl again and then just go from, first and second or whatever, or however you do it. But I think that I think the South Asian delegation should have the opportunity to, at least get pulled for first, just like everybody else.
I think that is a good point. However, I just
Oh,
realized
no, the however, you know what that usually means? It totally takes
It
away
means
from
no.
whatever they said initially. I just want to point that out. But go ahead, continue, Mike.
no, in this
Tell me
instance,
how the South Asian delegation isn't worthy of that.
I'm saying the opposite. In fact, I just need you to talk for a little while longer while I find a new chip to for the purpose of doing draft order.
Oh, okay. That sounds great. I love it. He broke. Yes.
What
Be
happened?
back after these messages.
Be back after these messages. Okay,
Oh,
Martine, sing that song. No, nothing. How about you, Tamati?
What's the
Sing
song?
us the song.
Oh no, you hum it. I'll strum it. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
You go. I don't even know
Random.
what the song would say.
Sing any song. What's the hippest song going on in New Zealand right now?
I'm the wrong person. I'm old and washed. I don't follow.
Yeah, but don't you have kids? Your kids must be singing a song it's
Yeah,
not
but
Justin
they're
Bieber.
they're all in our local language, so I don't know how much use that'll be to you.
No, that's
Michael's
actually
back.
perfect.
Michael's back.
I'm
Oh,
back.
here you go. What are you doing, Mike? Let's go.
Oh, you got saved by Mike, Tamati. Next time.
So,
Next time.
You
the
saved me.
introduction of the new delegation, the S for the South Asian delegation. And I do think that Kim raises a good point. The number 1 draft pick was the Asian delegation. But now we have the South Asian delegation, and they will now compete 50-50 for the opportunity to get the number 1 draft pick. Here it is. You guys see it. S-A.
All right. The Cup of Destiny.
Cup of Destiny.
Mhm.
Oh! The Asian
Applause is
delegation.
required.
The Asian delegation still retains their number 1 pick.
Okay.
However, what I do like about what Kia said is that I think it's only right that we reshuffle the 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2 picks, which are going to be decided right here, right now on the podcast. So, as we sound them off, P for the Polynesian delegation goes into the cup. B for the black delegation goes into the cup.
Just for people that are listening, the visual, the cup is a red Solo cup.
M
You guys know.
for the multiracial delegation going into the cup. W for the white delegation going into the cup. L for the Latinx delegation going into the
You're
cup.
say losers.
S
Damn.
for the South Asian delegation going into the cup. J for the Jewish delegation going to the cup. And everyone's favorite, N
For then.
I knew it.
for the Native American delegation.
Oh,
as we have to mention every week, the Native American delegation going into the cup.
Wait,
Here we
did
go.
you have a B?
Yeah.
Put a
that
B
was
in there?
one of the first ones he said.
Oh, okay.
So, the 9th pick in season 2 will be Jay,
All right.
the Jewish delegation, drafting at the turnaround point of 9.
That's
Number 8,
great. W. I'm just kidding.
S, the South
All right.
Asian delegation.
All right.
It's kind of messed up. They raffled to go first. They didn't lose. They lost first, and now they're all the way in the back.
That's 7, the white delegation.
All right.
The white people.
Wait.
RW. RW.
At number 6, we have the
Ne-
Stop
the
it.
Native American delegation.
I
At
keep
number
getting
6.
confused.
The
I
other
keep
Because it
getting
is.
confused.
The other N delegation. Number 5,
The loser. I mean, the Latinx team.
the Latinx delegation.
We're like halfway.
And they are not allowed to bring. They're not allowed to pick any Green Lanterns.
Wow.
Martinez
That's kind of
goes,
We're
fine.
down
"No."
to the
They don't
down
care
to
enough
the
about them anyway.
final 4. The final 4.
Tamati is in it. He's like, oh. He's
Oh
like,
wait, it's only the
"Double
final
D."
3. It's only the final 3
Oh, yeah,
because we
cool.
already know who number 1 is. Sorry.
Yeah.
So, number 3. Number
P.
3.
P.
Number 3 is
Oh,
the
I was
Polynesian
waiting.
delegation.
I just want to point out that I'm psychic. Keely, see, right here.
And that leaves the final 2. The black delegation and the multiracial delegation to decide. One of them will be the number 2 pick, and one of them will be the number 3 pick. The one I'm going to be drawing out will be the number 3 pick.
We're in.
And the number 3 pick is the black delegation.
I know these things. What? Oh my gosh.
And you know what that means, Kia. Number 2,
You know what that means?
moving up in the world.
What? Now this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about.
Colorism strikes again.
Yeah.
Fair point. Fair point.
Spitballing. I think she liked that pick.
Another win for colorism. And there you have it, people. Counting them down again. Number 1 is the Asian delegation. Number 2 is the multiracial delegation. Number 3 is the black delegation. Number 4 is the Polynesian delegation. Number 5 is the Latinx delegation. Number 6, the Native American delegation. Number 7 is the white delegation. Number 8, the brand new South Asian delegation. And number 9, at the turnaround, the Jewish delegation.
Woo, let's go.
Ooh.
Let's go. Season 2 is almost upon us, but the draft order is set.
Good.
How does it feel? You guys want to get do you guys have some strategy that you're going to employ from the middle spots, you guys?
Just keep focusing on the stories,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh yeah.
No one is sharing their plots.
I see.
I'm not gonna share shit.
Oh, you're not gonna share your shit. Well, thank you for keeping your shit.
That is fair. I mean, as we know, a lot of people are thinking that Batman is going to be the number 1 pick. There may be some strategy involved in potentially trying to block Batman, but for now, he's a very coveted pick.
Mm-hmm.
But Not telling anybody what they need to do next week when they come on the show. But I
But it's
am, but I am going to say that I'm. We may not be able to do all polls round, guys. Right to start off. So
I think we should. No.
all right. But for this week, we're gonna do another one of our special drafts, another one of our fun drafts. We happen to have 5 people here. We can represent at least some of the 9 delegations, as it were. We're going to use the brand new draft order as has been determined by just now the drawings. We are now going to draft Thanksgivings. Yeah,
Hmm.
we're going to draft characters and their families to have a Thanksgiving. That will include, what characters are going to be there, what might be served at their Thanksgiving feast. Um,
Who's cooking? Who's not cooking?
who's cooking, who's not cooking, exactly. And
I'm
Who
at a bit of a
everyone's dodging at the
disadvantage
cookout?
here because we
and
don't celebrate Thanksgiving.
what'd you say?
I'm at a bit of a disadvantage because I know nothing about Thanksgiving.
Is there a traditional feast that's similar to our Thanksgiving?
Well, do you want to give him the real
No.
truth or?
Oh no, I know the story behind Thanksgiving, but we just don't celebrate the holiday, or the event. So I'm at a bit of a disadvantage. But no, carry on.
All right.
It's where
Well-
we kill a lot of turkeys, and most of the time people get free turkeys and they put in their freezer, and then they wait a whole year to actually eat it because it's in the freezer.
All right.
Yeah, it's a thing.
So I am starting it out. I mean, I have to step in as I had to do before, and for the delegations that are not here. So I'm going to start with the Asian delegation. I'm going to draft on behalf of the Asian delegation for their Thanksgiving. And I think I'm going to go with, why not? The Batman family.
Of course
You know,
you would.
the Batman family. He's already rich. So, Alfred has he's got some culinary background. He's got the big mansion. He can call in all the rest of the Bat fam. And Batman
So
family.
basically, they just get catering. They just get catering for Thanksgiving. With all
Yeah.
the money.
They get catering, but everyone's who do we think cuts the bird in the Batman family?
Probably Alfred.
No, yeah, probably Alfred.
Cuts it and serves it. Yeah.
Oh, because he. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
That's true. Alfred is true. Alfred kind of is the dad of the family,
Yeah.
So
And also
Yeah.
the paid butler. Whatever.
is he paid? Is he paid? Does he just have access to all the funds?
To the fun shoes that he has to clean. Like what?
Oh, but yeah, I mean, no word on who will join them. There's like the main Batman family, but then there are like the sub members. Oh, that's the other part of this. We're gonna do 3 rounds, and be mindful of the fact that it's all one Thanksgiving. So anyone you draft will be part of that same Thanksgiving. So
That's pretty cool.
I'm leading off. With the hosting family, right at Wayne Manor, the Bat family. And Kia, you're up for the multiracial delegation. Who are you drafting for your Thanksgiving?
I think the Scarlet Witch.
Wow, Scarlet Witch hosting a Thanksgiving for
Yeah.
one. For one.
Well, actually, no. She
Okay.
She has
was
a
born,
son.
she was born to Magneto's estranged wife, Transia. Like what if they reunited or whatever?
But
and
Black
she
Widow? Was she?
Scarlet
Scarlet
Witch.
Witch?
Or wait, did you say Black Widow or Scarlet Witch?
Scarlet Witch.
Oh, okay, never mind. Scarlet Witch. Okay, so she could just make her kids
Yeah,
appear
exactly.
at the Thanksgiving. I got
I know
it.
her brother would be there.
Yeah, her brother will be there. Is Magneto Is Magneto part of this?
Magneto's definitely going to be there.
Okay,
And her son.
He'll be eating gazelta fish.
fair enough. Fair enough. The Vision, will the Vision be present at this
True.
at this Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I think she's gonna she's gonna have she's gonna be a little mad at her parents, and maybe Wanda will be there. Wanda Frank, she might be there as well. But everybody, for the most part, will be eating imaginary food because Scarlet Witch surely doesn't like them like that.
Right, exactly. I got it.
What?
Got it.
No more Thanksgiving.
She's like, I'm grateful to be here.
Got it.
Yeah.
Fair. No, you know what? I gotta write these down. What I didn't do last time.
And I'm really happy that I still left in the Polynesian team. You're welcome, Tamati.
Well, remember,
Yeah.
this is brand new.
Thank
This
you.
is brand new. This isn't. You're not stealing anybody from season 1. This is.
I know, but
yeah.
in my mind, I did. Tamati
Juan,
knows. Okay.
Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch. All right. So, Eli, you get the draft on behalf of the Black delegation. Is this
Eli, what?
Thanksgiving gonna be? Is it gonna be traditional at the grandmother's house? Is it gonna be a cookout?
Wait, whoa. He hasn't even picked his person.
That's fair. Yeah, just giving him some ideas.
Some racial driven ideas. You better have a turkey. Better be a cookout.
Better be some baked macaroni at this.
Yeah, it better be some
Yeah.
Not with that roux.
No potato salad with no raisins. Type of
Nope,
thing.
not allowed. Not allowed.
Raisins.
It sounds horrible.
That's how you know I
You
don't
don't
like
know.
you.
You
If I
don't
show up
know.
to your house with potato salad with raisins, no, I did that purposely.
So I guess we'll keep it Black Panther family. Shuri, you know.
Really? That's
Oh,
where you're going?
nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
It's something easy.
Black Panther family in Wakanda.
I like
Big
it.
Wakandan feast. There's dancing. There's
So you guys are
Also,
eating
yeah.
lions? What? Mm-mm.
I mean,
there's vibranium plates. Vibranium plates where you don't have to clean them; they just come right off.
see
Comes
that.
right off.
non-stick plates.
Non-stick
That's the future.
vibranium plates. I got it. Now who's cutting the bird? Who's cutting the bird this time?
That'd be T'Challa, of course, man of the house.
I think Killmonger should, right?
No, Killmonger's on the outside, not being let in. He's on the ancestral plane. He's like, Father, why are we not allowed at the Thanksgiving dinner?
You know why?
You know what we did.
No way.
Fine,
Exactly.
we'll fix you a plate, but we won't let you into the dinner.
Fix you a plate, you have to eat it at the house.
Exactly. There we go. Black Panther family. You're up.
I picked an easy one.
That's a good start, though. He's a good hearty start for the Thanksgiving feast. You know. All right, Tamati.
All right. Yep, I've got one. How about the Summers family?
The Summers, nice.
That's cool.
The Summers family. Now, this is going to be at the summer house on the moon, or or just Krakoa more generally.
Yeah, hey, it could go into dimensional. You know, there's so many different offshoots of that family.
Right. Exactly.
Sure. Yeah.
So you
Have
got any
free
ideas
cable
of
for
what
dinner?
since it's now the Polynesian Summers family? What kind of dishes would they be serving at this feast?
Well, there would definitely be pork involved.
Okay.
Yeah. Who knows? Tropical fruits as
Okay,
well. What else? That's all I can kind of think of right now.
All right.
But
Well,
but yeah, that'll be a complicated Thanksgiving, aren't
For
they all?
sure.
I guess from what I hear.
yeah, exactly. I mean, so it's going to be Scott, it's going to be Rachel, it's going to be
Yeah.
Cable, maybe Jean.
Alex.
Forgot about Alex. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And then all of his multiple progeny across
Across the
some
multiverse.
different realities. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that won't be awkward at all.
Well, but yeah, X-Men shows up and he's like, in my universe. I got it. All right.
Then Scott has to pick a favorite and stuff like that. Just
Then
gets messy.
young Scott shows up. He's like,
Yeah.
whoa.
They're gonna have some. Yeah, they're gonna have some very decisive conversations over dinner.
A lot of paradoxes over in the Polynesian Summers family.
Yeah, so that'd be fantastic.
Cool.
Boy, my goodness.
All right, Martine. Who are you drafting for Latinx Thanksgiving?
Well, knowing how our gatherings generally get pretty big, we're gonna need a lot of food. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna
Oh, it's
go kind of like
coronavirus.
catering.
You're gonna have to rethink that.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
coronavirus.
Assume no
No,
coronavirus for
like
the purpose of this.
assuming that there's no, like that was already a thing of the past. So I'm gonna probably go with like someone who can afford to get all the food, and I'm gonna go with like Iron Man.
Okay.
Oh,
Tony
Yeah.
Stark.
Oh,
Nice. A lot of people thought that Tony Stark was Latinx, based on how he looked in one of the
It's the
comics.
same thing with Doctor
So
Strange.
yeah. So Tony Stark's. So who's
And there is
coming?
a Latinx Iron Man as well in the Ultimate Universe, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Antonio Stark. Yeah.
that would
Tony.
probably be a really lit party. Let's be honest.
So
it
yeah.
would.
So who would be invited to his Thanksgiving? I assume Pepper Potts
Yeah.
and Happy
Really,
Hogan
Rich?
Happy
and
Hogan, Jarvis, Brody.
sure, sure.
Let's see. Mm, probably. I mean, if he was alive, Riri probably.
Hmm.
You know, like people
Any
like
any
that.
special with any special dishes on the menu?
Ooh. Uh, it's probably gonna be a shit ton. It's probably gonna be a bunch of tacos, probably. Uh, so like carne asada, pollo, like the like cabeza,
Hmm.
Did you
cebuche,
say cabeza?
cabeza. Yeah, head. Shut
You're
up.
gonna.
Go on with this.
I mean, are you sure? I mean, you're gonna have to
I know where
explain that
you're.
I don't
one.
think anybody would
I know
complain,
where
right?
you're going with
Yeah.
this, kid.
I
But
mean,
I
it's
don't think
not.
anybody would
then there's
complain,
like,
right?
Yeah, this is not the traditional Thanksgiving that I'm aware of, but like,
well,
Yeah,
Different
this is like
traditions,
this is
right?
like a Bill Clinton kind of Thanksgiving.
now is he going to be using his like repulsor tech to prepare the dishes, and he's got a special?
Repulsor tech. Are you lining them up?
Is he going to use his technology to make these dishes, Martine?
I mean, probably yeah, to make everything that much quicker.
All right, cool.
Yeah, he wants to finish strong.
So I get to draft. I get to draft a couple in a row, a few in a row, since it's
You should start
what
with a
else?
native delegation.
I am starting with the native delegation, and
Mm.
first off, apologies because Thanksgiving is not what it so
Uh-huh.
What?
this is an indigenous Peoples Day feast. Clearly, no white people are invited because they only have to learn but once, right? Um, so on behalf of the Native American delegation, I think I will be drafting the
Bane.
Spider-Man family. No, sorry. Let's cross that off.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
cross
not
that
give
off.
them a really good,
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's give them a
Yeah.
shitty one.
That they never used.
Mhm.
Exactly. I just we just thought about that. Um, let's go ahead and go with this is going to be controversial.
Oh.
I think celebrating Thanksgiving is controversial enough, huh?
Mm.
The Green
These
Lantern,
days.
the Green Lantern family.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's
Okay.
going to be hosted by they're all Native American now. All the
Yeah.
lanterns are Native American now.
How you
Um,
feel about that, Martine?
Cool.
um,
He's
and like I
seething
said,
right now.
and
Seething.
you know, for some reason, uh, all were Native Americans except for Guy Gardner, and he's not allowed. Uh, but the rest of the Green Lanterns, they have everyone go up to Oa, and they have a well cooked and well taken care of, very very spiritual and very traditional style of feast. And all the utensils, of course, are green, because of the power rings. It makes for easy cleanup. I don't know of any
It's like
traditional.
green eggs and ham. Like, what is
No, no,
this? A
the
Dr.
food is
Seuss
still
book?
no, the food is still food. They're just
Oh,
served. They're just served with the carving happens with the rings doing the carving. It works. It works. It's a Green Lantern. It's a very Green Lantern Indigenous Day. So that's what I'm going for with the Native American delegation. As for the white delegation, I think we may as well go with the Asgardians. The Asgardians, Thor, Loki. I mean, well, I feel like they're the best suited to have the potato salad with the raisins in it. You know, they're, it's gonna.
I mean, they would love that though. They're not gonna complain.
Right, and nothing can kill them. They're immortal, so they eat all types of wild stuff. Um, what's Loki's probably scheming. He's like mad that Thor gets to cut the bird. He's like, why? What can't? Is it because I'm not a real son of of Odin? Odin takes a nap because that's what he does. He goes to Odin sleep right after he has a couple pieces of turkey. And then the brothers are fighting around the table. It's awkward because they still invited Jane to the dinner, even though Jane's no longer dating Thor, and but she comes anyway because she's cool with the mom, with Frigga.
She wants that Thanksgiving sex. What?
So it's
Trying to leave with a
awkward.
plate,
Mhm.
And Heimdall is, he sees all, so he's just basically like,
So he's a perv in this guy.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, his power is that he's a perv. He gets to see everything going on in all the 9 realms. Maybe even Angel shows up, the one who they didn't acknowledge for thousands of years, and she brings her girlfriend, who is
Angela?
just her roommate. Yeah, Angela. Sorry, she brings her girlfriend who's just a roommate. So it
I saw
feels.
that movie.
This feels like a very white Thanksgiving. So I'm going with the Thor and Asgardians, and that will be that. For the South Asian delegation, I am going with Peter Parker.
Hmm.
Yeah, so we have our Indian. We're gonna go with an Indian family in Queens. There are a lot of Indian people in Queens, as you know. Um, but it's also
I
they're
did
also.
not know that.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we'll have the Parkers. We'll invite Silk. Then she can be part of the family. Extended family.
I thought you were talking about the rapper.
I mean, they have to make sure to keep her and Peter separated because of
Hmm.
I think that's still canon. That they can't be in the same room, or it'll get hormonal. Maybe they'll even invite Spider Gwen from another dimension. She comes over, she brings over a plate. Um, all the different spiders from the Spider Verse. Miles in this incarnation, I guess. For now, at least, Miles is gonna be South Asian. Yeah, I mean, they don't have a lot of money. That is a big problem
Yeah.
with the Spider-Man. But Aunt May makes it happen. She does what she can do, in the kitchen, despite not having a lot of money. And it's a wholesome family oriented Thanksgiving, as per the Parkers and the Spider family.
Mhm.
And that's what I'm going for the South Asian delegation.
And where are you gonna go? What are you gonna do for the Jewish delegation? This
For
should
the
be fun.
for the Jewish delegation, I'm
It's, it's,
going.
it's a shame Manny isn't here.
I am going tried and true with the Jewish delegation. I'm going with the House of L,
Okay,
super, the
Annie's
super, the Superman family.
gonna object. I'm objecting on Annie's behalf. Try again.
What's wrong with the Superman family? What's wrong with Superman, Supergirl, Superboy, the
Nope.
Kryptonians?
Annie wouldn't like it
Why wouldn't Annie like it?
because she just wouldn't.
Hmm. I don't know. I'm gonna go with it. We're gonna have to. I mean, would you rather draft on behalf of the Jewish delegation, Kia?
Nope. Nope. I'd rather leave you with that, and then I'll just tell Annie.
All right, so I'm going with it. I'm going with the super family. Super family it is. And since this is a wraparound
I'm gonna let
for
Annie know
round
that
2,
you picked Superman because he's a man and he could do more than what women can. That's what I'm gonna say to Annie.
No, I said the super family. I said the House of L. So it's Superman, Supergirl. Lois is obviously there. Jimmy
Superwoman,
Olsen. Yeah,
Martha
Lana Lang,
Kent.
Superwoman. Martha.
Superdog,
Why did you say
Super
that
Cat.
name? Martha's definitely there. Yeah, it's a whole family affair, and I don't know a lot about traditional Jewish dishes, but I feel like they can make it happen on Thanksgiving. Nice traditional family meal, talking about the faith and the like. For the wraparound though, I am going with the Richardses.
Is the wraparound the
It
same as
is.
the reach around?
Not the same as a reach around.
Oh, okay. Just double
Um,
checking.
I am going with the Richard.
Eli's like, okay, just double checking too.
I am going with the Richards of Fantastic Four fame. Reed, Sue, Johnny, and obviously Franklin and Valeria. I feel like there's going to be a lot of science, maybe a lot of experimenting in the kitchen. Reed is probably going to make some dish that's never been made before, but it's got unstable molecules involved. Yeah, I think that the Richards and the Fantastic Four would make for an interesting, uh, a fantastic Thanksgiving if as it were. And I'm gonna cheat with the South Asian delegation for their second round pick. I'm gonna go with Kamala Khan.
Hmm.
Um, I feel like it's only fair. Kamala Khan, she could, not only host it with her family, but she could find a way to invite some of the champions characters, the younger people who may not have, a family. It'd be more like of a friendsgiving type deal with found
Hmm.
family. The young people enjoy, maybe a bit of a potluck. I feel like Kamala would like that kind of cultural exchange of serving some of her traditional dishes with the dishes that people from the various champions group bring. So that's what I'm
I
going
would read
for.
that comic.
Kamala
That'd be a
Khan.
good one shot.
Now, for the white delegation, who are they going to pick?
Didn't they already? Didn't wasn't that a Thor?
Yeah, but that was round one. This is the wraparound. This is the second round.
Oh, gotcha.
Um, Second round, I am gonna go with the Banners. The Banners. Bruce Banner, Jennifer Walters. It's going to be a very tense family gathering, as everyone tries not to get angry about the stuff that's happening in their various lives and ruin the dinner. Um, it's very it's a small gathering. Most of the guests will just be personalities inside Bruce's head. Um, the leader makes an appearance because that's what he does. Rick Jones, Thunderbolt Ross shows up, begrudgingly because of Betsy. He's trying to make peace, and again, everyone's got to keep their tempers in check because if they lose it, then all Thanksgiving goes up in smoke. So that's what
And
I'm
the whole
going
state.
for. Yeah, the whole state exactly. So the Hulk family, the Hulk family will be the next pick for the white delegation, and for the Native American delegation, I think I'm going to go with hmm
Drum roll.
drum roll, the Flash family. Yep,
Sounds good.
it's a very
They're gonna
fast
get
meal.
so much food.
Yes, a lot of food. Um, but they're gonna eat really fast. They're gonna have it in the Speed Force. The whole meal is gonna take place in the Speed Force, so that again, no interlopers, no people will be able to infiltrate their dish. No rogues popping in and trying to take their turkey away. So yeah,
10 turkeys.
yeah, 10 turkeys from different timelines. They have part of it in the 31st century, part of it, back in the time with what's his name, with Jay Garrick.
Mhm.
Yeah, so Native
Yeah, but they
American,
like eat so many calories. Each person gets a turkey.
exactly. So that's what I'm going with, the Flash family for the Native American delegation. But what's up with the Latinx delegation, Martine?
The Aquaman family.
Oh, on the water. Nice.
Yeah, bring the seafood like ceviche,
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm trying to
Any
go to that one.
any aqua drama? Any aqua drama at the Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I mean you have Orm there too, so
Oh yeah, good point.
there's gonna be some issues. So just like a typical family gathering.
Right, exactly. You've got a brother that's trying to so is he gonna get mad if he doesn't get to cut the bird? Oh
Yeah,
wait,
apparently.
that's a good.
No,
I guess they have to have a bird because they can't have a fish. They can't have a fish, because
it's
then Arthur can hear the screams of terror of. Fair enough.
Mm,
Um. Uh. So Tamati stepped out for a little bit. I guess I have to jump in and draft. And draft for the Polynesian delegation. I'm
Hmm.
going to go with. Ooh, the Thanagarians. Um. Yeah, the Hawks, Polynesian hawk family. Don't have a lot to go on. This I imagine there's some traditional dishes served by the Hawks. There's a whole issue where they go through um, all the different lives that they've lived. So grace is very long, given that they know some of the gods personally, having been around thousands of years, thousands of generations, as it were. So yeah, the Hawks, the Hawk.
That sounds like something Tamati would pick.
All right,
In
Eli
a good way, of course.
For the black delegation.
I don't know why, but I just thought maybe like the Wolverine family could be a very entertaining
Oh
switch.
wow, the Wolverine fam. So that's Wolverine,
Back
X-23,
in X-23.
Dakin. Who else? Who's Sabretooth? I guess is like sort of in the family. That's good. That
Pretty
would be
much, pretty
awkward.
much.
He's gonna show
That
up
would
drunk.
be
He's definitely showing up drunk
exactly.
to that party. Like,
He's like
are
the
they
uncle
even?
that's too turned up for no
Oh,
reason.
Gabby's definitely there.
mhm.
Exactly.
You know.
I think that could be fun.
Oh,
And everybody has claws, so everybody can take a
that's what I was
turn.
about to say. Everybody's like, I'm cutting the
That's
bird.
their own. Exactly.
Yeah, they might have to have separate
That
birds
could be fun.
for that reason.
That could be fun.
Pass the stuffing, bub. Yeah, one
Yeah.
like 100 times out of 100, it's going to end in a big brawl.
But everybody regenerates. So
But
like,
exactly,
I think
everyone regenerates. Yeah,
that would
fair
be
enough.
like entertainment for them.
I agree. All right, Kia, you're up. Who's multiracial? Who's multiracial Thanksgiving? Take yourself off of mute first.
She's Googling. Wait.
Ah,
Haha, funny. I'm not Googling. Okay,
Okay.
yes, I am.
I thought you had left,
Um,
actually.
yes, I am. I'm gonna go with Swamp Thing.
the Swamp Thing Thanksgiving.
Does he have a family?
Nope.
Yeah, does he have a
Nope.
family?
Nope, he's all alone.
Oh, that's
Damn.
sad.
Yeah.
Sad Thanksgiving in the swamp.
Mhm.
Is he eating something? Is he eating a bird?
Well,
in his?
he's close to a rice paddy that's near a
Eating a crocodile.
plantation.
Hmm.
So yeah, he's just there.
Are you sure he wants to
Hanging
spend
out.
time by a plantation, being multiracial and all? I mean,
Yeah, just hanging out in the rice fields.
wow, just selling out his ancestors on the
Yeah,
plantation.
selling out his ancestors.
Mm,
Yeah. Cooning, if you will.
Coonan. Wow.
Cooning.
Mm.
Coonan.
Yeah.
Coonan. Swamp Thing Coonan. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
You hate to see it.
hate
you
to
hate
see
to
it.
see it.
Never
Yeah.
thought, man. Never thought I'd see the day.
I know. Does that mean that Swamp Thing does have a white lady that his love interest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
The
but
girl.
he'll get killed if he tries to get her,
Oh, it's like a Get Out
Like-
situation. He's like, Swamp Thing's been gone to the sunken place. I mean, the swamp is literally a sunken place. So he's just,
Yep.
all right. Well, I'm drafting on behalf of the Asian delegation now, and I'm going to go with Themyscira, of course. Asian Themyscira, just different Asian communities of Amazons, and they're just loving life because there's no men around. Maybe they let Steve Trevor show up, maybe not. Wonder Woman has her, she got all her sisters in her, like she's just a lot of sisterhood, a lot of love. I don't know a lot of traditional Asian dishes, but they're there as well. Um, they know they go around. She does the lasso of truth, and everyone has to give sincere thanks while they're holding the lasso of truth. You know, that's I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with the Wonder Woman family. And for the wraparound, I am picking for the Asian delegation. I am going with Shang-Chi. I'm keeping it safe. I'm keeping it safe, keeping Shang-Chi home. He just recently learned about his estranged family in the recent Shang-Chi solo book, which you should all get because it's a very good book written by Gene Wang, I believe. And yeah, so it's an awkward first Thanksgiving with family that he didn't know that he even had. And when they're
Yeah.
not trying to kill him, they're just trading stories, and they're they
About
go
how they tried to kill
about
him.
how they try to kill him. The ghost of his father appears, trying to pull them together and get them to be supervillains. It's every family's complicated.
Pretty normal
Is what we
Thanksgiving.
yeah
Pretty normal
yeah
Thanksgiving.
family's complicated, and Shang-Chi keeps that complication going. All right, Kia, multiracial, what you got?
Oh, oh, we're going again?
Yes,
I
this
mean,
the final round, the final round wraparound.
oh, um, oh, this is hard because I wasn't Googling. Let's see here. Took Wonder Woman from me, bitch. Um, I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna do what's the one? The Crow.
I feel
Yeah.
like there's nobody. That's another
There's like a
solid.
running theme
That's
here. There's
not.
a
That's a
running.
really.
There's a running.
That's a very. That is a very solitary Thanksgiving. I don't think anybody else is allowed to be at the Crow's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
This man is
We'll just
like on
see
the
him
astral
mourning.
plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
exactly.
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the Crow it
Sorry,
is.
Native American team.
Well, I am going with for the black delegation, since he fell to me. I think now is a
Whoa,
good time. What's up?
whoa. Black
Eli's still
delegation.
here.
Eli's right here.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
My fault.
Wow.
Sorry,
I was
Eli.
See how
Sorry,
easily
Eli.
Eli,
catch
you see
that.
how you
I
just
didn't
took
even
your
catch that.
blackness?
Sorry, Eli.
That's
I'm
colorism
so
right
used
there.
to. I'm so
That's
used.
colorism.
All right. So who's the black delegation taking? Sorry.
Hmm. Hmm. This is a good question.
It's the same question that we had last time.
It's true. This is true. I can't. I was gonna say, well, you already took the Spider-Man delegation, so let's see. Who had some really good families? Let's see. Something very entertaining, equally as entertaining as the Wolverines. um, hmm.
You can use
I'm trying to
Google
come up with
too.
something off the top. I could use Google. Okay. Let's see.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do,
R.I.P. to
do,
Alex
You
Trebek.
want like? Oh yeah.
do, 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 do.
Hmm.
Let's try the Braddocks. That could be fun.
Oh, okay. The Braddocks. Is
Yeah.
this is now? Here's the big question.
Interdimensional
Right
string theory. Thanksgiving.
now. So first of all, they're all
We
Never
black.
know
like
where
it.
you'll end up.
First of all, you've made Captain Britain black, so Idris Elba is probably going to play Brian Braddock.
That's hard. I
Makes
like
total
that.
sense to me.
Best
um,
casting.
but the real question that everyone wants to know is Psylocke invited? Is their Asian friend Psylocke, who Elizabeth took the body of, is she invited to the Thanksgiving? I feel like she probably should be, but what do you think?
Man. Yeah, let's invite her, man. Why
What do you
not?
say?
It's plenty of food. Let's invite her, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know that we cook a lot, man. We cook a lot.
And you know what's even cooler? Like they're British, and normally British food is awful, but they're black,
This is true.
so it's gonna have like the African Caribbean
It'll be
background
like
to
island time.
it. Like yeah, so listen, Brian Braddock. So I got you.
Exactly.
I got you. Yeah, the Braddocks.
This will be like the best. This will be like. This will be super. This will be great, man.
I'm with it. I'm with it. Nice. So I'm going to draft on behalf of the
Afrobeat music playing throughout the
Oh,
house. That's
for
awesome.
sure, for sure. Um, I'm going with for the Polynesian delegation. This is going to be another one of those found family type situations. The Strange family. I don't know if you guys are reading the Strange Academy book, but you know he has the school that he has that he hosts now. Maybe the kids can't make it, you know, home to their families at the time, so he decides that he's going to host on the astral plane, as it were, the Polynesian astral plane, and yeah, you know, Stephen Strange, Polynesian Stephen Strange.
I
Um,
can get some strange.
you know, even even though Scarlet Witch has her own Thanksgiving, maybe she makes a quick appearance. But yeah, all the different magicians. Doctor Voodoo pops up. What's his name? Who's the woman that he dated? I can't remember her name right
Leah?
now. Clea, yes, Clea pops up. He's got a lot of exes, so they all come through. And it gets awkward.
Damn.
He gets awkward, but he
It's about
conjures
to be
up.
a messy
He con he
Thanksgiving.
yeah. I mean, Doctor Strange. I feel like his Thanksgivings would definitely be messy. So that's what I got going on for the Polynesian delegations. The strange Thanksgiving.
It is going to be a strange Thanksgiving.
Yeah. All right, who you got for the Latinx delegation?
Martine's got jokes.
Martine.
Ghost Riders.
Ooh, now is this the Reyes Ghost Rider or all the Ghost Riders?
All the Ghost Riders.
Ghost.
And yeah, and then we'll include like some of the other Spirit of Vengeance, like
Mhm.
Michael Battolino in there. That's going to
Okay.
be tense.
And Kushala.
Yeah, oh, man.
All those whips in one place. Ooh,
I know. Who's cutting the bird?
It's going to be burnt, okay? But it's probably going to end up being Johnny, the King of Hell.
All right. Well, it looks like
Makes sense.
Tamati jumped in, so I'm gonna give Tamati the chance to Tamati.
Yeah.
So while you were out, we drafted a couple for you. It's up to you to decide if you want to keep the
Okay.
ones that I drafted for you, or pick one that's different. In round two, I drafted the Hawks, like Hawkman, Hawkwoman, from Thanagar or whatever. And in round three, I drafted Doctor Strange and the Doctor Strange family. He's very magic oriented, and
Yeah.
he's got the people from the Strange Academy at his Thanksgiving. Some of his exes come by, and he serves them libations. So it's
Right.
it's a little crazier than normal, but I think that Doctor Strange can handle it.
Of course. Of course. Can I change the second?
Yeah, you by all means go for it.
Yeah, I was thinking I'd be keen
Nope, we
on
changed your mind. Just
um,
kidding.
the Odin son family.
Oh no. See, so
Who
we
picked it?
that was the first round pick for the white delegation.
Oh, I missed it.
Oh yeah, let
Okay,
me
so
let me
they're
let me
four.
run through. Actually, let me run through
Yeah,
what was
sorry,
picked.
guys.
So, you were here for Batman family,
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch family, Black
Mhm.
Panther family. You were the Summers family. Latinx did Tony Stark and the Iron family. Native
Yeah.
American did Green Lantern. White did Thor and the Asgardians. South Asians did Spider-Man family. Jewish did Super Family, followed
Yeah.
by the Fantastic Four and the Richards. Kamala Khan was South Asian, round two. The Hulk
Oh,
family. The Hulk
yeah.
family was the white delegation. The Flash family was the Native American delegation. The Aquaman family was the Latinx delegation. The Hawks were you. The Wolverine family was the black delegation. Swamp Thing family, multiracial. The Wonder Woman family, the Wonder Woman family for Asian. Shang-Chi was also picked by the Asian delegation. The Crow was picked by the multiracial delegation. Uh, the Braddocks, Brian Braddock and family, and Elizabeth Braddock with the black delegation, and Strange was the third pick for the Polynesian delegation, and then the
Right.
most recent pick was the Ghost Rider family by the Latinx delegation.
Okay. Okay.
So there's a lot off the board.
There is a lot off the board. How about you guys keep talking, and I'll think of something else for that second round, because I like the third. I like the third pick. The Strange family will be strange. But yeah,
But so you're throwing back the Hawks, right?
yeah. For now.
Well, I'm taking the Hawks then for the Native American
Okay.
delegation
Cool. All right.
because they have even more tradition, and they can go even further back with their various with the various reincarnations. And yeah, I'm going with the Hawks for the Native American delegation. And there's
Okay.
a lot of hawk imagery in the various tribes, and yeah, they basically what's his name, Carter Hall,
Yep.
reincarnated in different tribes at different times. So when he has a Thanksgiving, he brings it all together. He brings all the various Thanagarian traditions and the different tribal traditions at his Thanksgiving, and or sorry, as it were, Indigenous Peoples Day for the Native American delegation. And
Excellent.
yeah, so
Okay.
the Hawks for the Native Americans.
All right. I'll think of something else, but you guys
All
keep
right,
talking.
sure. Um, for the white delegation,
They get
gonna
one more.
gonna have to do it. Gonna have to do it for them. Captain America, the Captain America family. You know.
Makes
Does Bucky
total
get invited
sense.
to that party?
Oh yeah, Bucky's definitely invited. I mean, he doesn't really have much of a family, right?
He
um,
practically seems
Is
like
Bucky
half brother at
serving
this
them?
point.
what did you say?
Damn.
Wait, what did you say, Kia?
I said, is Bucky going to be serving them?
No. Cap's gonna have to cut the bird. Um, but Sam is there. Sam's able to be there. Uh, it's a little awkward because he has to eat food that you know that Steve and Peggy, oh, not Peggy. Yeah, Peggy shows up and it's extra awkward because
Yeah.
because Sharon and Steve are together,
I
and
think pegging is always
Damn.
extra awkward.
yeah, and Sharon definitely put raisins in the potato salad, like it definitely happened. And everyone's there and they're smiling and they're going along with it. And Steve doesn't see the problem because he living in the Great Depression days. He doesn't have any.
Listen for him, took this
Yeah,
back
for all
one.
that
It's just
pegging.
food to me.
Yeah. They boiled everything.
Right,
Yeah.
But yeah, Peggy handles it well though in stride. She brings a date.
And of course she does.
I haven't figured out who her date would be. But yeah, Sharon and Steve hosting Thanksgiving.
All right.
Who else? Who else is there? That might be it. Red Skull's obviously not invited. Oh, the most awkward invitee is Evil Steve. Evil Steve shows up.
Evil Steve.
Evil Steve shows up and he's like, "What? I mean, why shouldn't I be allowed Thanksgiving? Because yeah." So yeah, I mean, and if we think about it, like, what's more white than a fascist at dinner that you have to argue with over Thanksgiving dinner, right? Like,
Yeah. Everyone has
That's good.
that uncle.
That's true.
Everyone has got that uncle.
they already said that's what I'm saying. That's they've already got their racist uncle, right? Their Nazi uncle.
Yeah.
And it's the evil Steve. Evil Steve is at
Evil
Thanksgiving.
Steve. I like Evil Steve.
So for the South Asian delegation, who am I going to choose? Who? I Hmm. I guess I'm gonna go. Nope. Almost had it.
No.
Almost had it.
We do Google.
We have been joined by our buddy from the Latinx delegation, Carlos.
Hey, how's it going?
Applause.
Hey, just to
Hey, man.
bring you up to speed, we've been drafting Thanksgiving heroes. I'm gonna quickly run down. I'm not gonna go in order. I'm just gonna run down by delegation the heroes that have been drafted, the families as it were, for Thanksgivings. For the Asian delegation, they drafted the Batman family, the Themyscira and the Shang-Chi family. The multiracial delegation drafted Scarlet Witch and her family, Swamp Thing, and the Crow. It's a solitary Thanksgiving for the Crow.
Depressing Thanksgiving.
The Black delegation drafted Black Panther, Wolverine family, and the Braddocks. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, and I forgot. These are all. I forgot it's all going to be at one big Thanksgiving. I forgot about that aspect of it. So yeah. Um, so this is all the first one is at the Wayne Mansion. So the Themyscira and the Amazons brought dishes to the Wayne Mansion. Shang-Chi and his fighting relatives showed up at the Wayne Mansion as well. Multiracial delegation. It's very chaos magic, as it were, with Swamp Thing and the Crow. With Scarlet Witch is probably saying to the Crow, "I can bring back your family if you need me to."
Yeah.
This,
Just say the word.
say the
Got you.
word. I got you. Got you. The Black delegation, having Wolverine and the Wolverine family ready to throw down at any point, because Sabretooth's invited, sadly, because he's the drunk uncle, and so the Braddocks are bringing refinement and multiversal, and they're black, so it's the Black Braddocks. They're like Caribbean. Um, the Polynesian delegation, they brought the Summers family. Uh, Undecided. We're still just figuring out what the other draft pick because wait, you have it?
Yeah, I've got one.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so for the second slot, we're going to use Black Bolt and the Inhumans.
Oh, the Inhumans. Okay, the Inhuman royal
Yeah.
family. So the Summers so they're perfect for
So
the
we
moon.
can host on the moon.
So they're
if you
definitely
like.
going to host on the moon, right? So you've got the Summers family on the moon. You've got the Inhumans on the moon.
COVID free.
COVID free, and then
Hey.
and Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange is also
Whole different dimension.
whole different dimensions. Doctor Strange maybe whips up a spell where Black Bolt can speak.
Yeah, that whole family's like, they're the weird ones in our family.
Yeah. So
The strange lot.
that's the
The strange
Polynesian.
ones.
That's the Polynesian Thanksgiving. Latinx delegation. It's Tony Stark is hosting it. At one of the Stark compounds, I guess. Actually, I guess it's got to be an underwater compound because the Aquaman family is also going to be there.
It's a West Coast compound.
Yeah, it's a West Coast compound. The Aquaman family is going to be there, as well as the Ghost Riders. So you've got a little bit of fire, you've got a little bit of water, and you've got the technology to make it all happen.
Love it.
The Native Americans kept it DC. I just realized. Green Lanterns, Flash family, and the Thanagarians, the Hawks. That's very very eclectic, very eclectic tribal Indigenous Day celebration. The white delegation. This is even more chaotic now. I realized all at one Thanksgiving because it's Thor and the Asgardians hosting. The Hulks are also invited to this Thanksgiving, trying to keep it tidy, keep from getting into a big fight. But let's face it, Loki's probably gonna pull some strings and make the drama pop off. And things are gonna get bawdy and things are gonna get violent. But I'm sure that Asgardians can handle it. And awkward as it were, the addition of Captain America and his group of people, his clan, will be joining them, including Evil Steve.
Evil Steve. Yeah.
Evil Steve will play the role of the racist uncle at the Thanksgiving dinner that everyone has a problem with, and nothing's more white than that if you really think about it. So I may need your help though, Carlos, because I'm trying to figure out for the South Asian delegation. They got Spider-Man family first. They had Kamala Khan,
Okay.
and she invited the champions, to her like sort of found family Thanksgiving celebration. So it's very wholesome family Thanksgiving thing with Spider-Man, Kamala Khan. Um, who should be added to this mix? Do you think?
Did anyone draft the Richardses?
Yes, the Richards were drafted by the Jewish delegation. Um,
Okay. I was trying
AKA
to
Mike.
listen, try to
oh no,
keep
because
track.
And
I
all the
didn't
good
no because
ones are like taken.
I didn't mention it. Sorry. So the Jewish delegation has the Super Family and the Fantastic Four and the Richardses.
Wow, you just
Okay.
forgot about the Jewish delegation, huh, Mike?
No, I was going in order. I was going in
Uh-huh.
order.
Yep. And he won't appreciate that.
Okay. Hmm.
I know it's.
All the really lit ones are taken.
Yeah.
Man, I got a suggestion.
Oh, cool. What's the suggestion?
The Green Arrows. 'Cause we
You
were talking
mean
about earlier. Like Oliver, Black Canary, Roy, Connor.
I think
Yeah.
Martina's favorite color is green.
I mean
I mean, it is the color of money.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Ah!
I just wonder if they'll like throw off the vibe though, because with Spider-Man and Kamala Khan, those are very like working class,
Lives
like
are
like a
important.
New York, like a New York-ish, um, low key type of Thanksgiving. Whereas once Oliver shows up, things get a little
Awkward.
yeah
Like, oh, this guy showing us up.
yeah.
Oh,
Everyone in like driving like their parents' cars, and he pulls up in like the Lamborghini.
Yeah.
That's how I
the
feel
Mar-
whenever
the man-
Eli
the-
shows up.
the Martians.
Oh, okay. I can buy that. I can buy the Martians.
Yeah.
What do you
Wow.
Yeah, what do you think, Carlos?
I like that. I
Yeah.
was gonna say keep it New York and go with some Luke Cage, but I like the Martians.
Ooh,
Yeah, the
Luke
Martians.
Cage.
I like the
Luke
Martians
Cage
though
can get
because
buff.
like I could see I
Mm.
could see obviously we all know that in a lot of live action interpretations of Martian Manhunter he's portrayed as a black man, but
Mhm.
like as a South Asian John Jones I could see as well, and
Easily, yeah.
yeah, and Megan as well. Yeah, I could definitely see
Mhm.
them, and maybe there's some awkwardness in them assuming the shape, but I would assume that they have, very culturally responsible in terms of they will definitely do the research and they'll definitely bring dishes. Yeah, so I can buy that. The Martians, the South Asian Martians.
It'd be super awkward if they show up like as caricatures. Like,
Oh,
is that what you think?
Well, the sad thing is that they would read their minds immediately, and they'd be like, "Oh my, we've we've gone and made a horrible mistake." So yeah, I like it. Spider-Man, Kamala Khan, and the Martians. I dig it. But it's
I like that. That's cool.
But for the Jewish delegation, how do we feel about how do we feel about the the arrows there?
Mm.
I
Are
mean,
there any
Yeah.
female arrows?
well, yes, there are. There's this Emiko
Yeah, what's her
Queen.
name?
There's Emiko Queen.
Mm-hmm.
There's obviously there's Black Canary,
yeah.
who would be the wife of the Green Arrow. Green. I feel like Oliver Queen would be like that rich family member who's trying to be part of all the causes, but maybe going a little too hard with it. Like I could see a the well-meaning ally that would be Oliver Queen. Emiko is more of like the rebel. She's trying to go her own way, and Roy is Roy. He's the he's the black sheep of the family, as it were. Yeah, I could buy it. I could buy the arrows, and What's her name? Could definitely sing
What's
a
her
tune.
name? What's her name? What's her name?
Why am I drawing a blank on Dinah Drake? That's the problem. It's like, is it Dinah Drake? Is it Laurel Dinah Lance? That was the problem. The problem was trying to remember which last name or first name the Black Canary had, because it's Black Canary 1 and Black Canary 2, and they're both coming to the wedding. And older Black Canary is gonna like show up still rocking the Black Canary gear. But they're both going to sing. They're going to sing, and it'll be fun. They'll be, like I said, they'll be up in the Fortress of Solitude. Superman will make sure they get there okay. Um, Richards will use whatever kind of technology it will take for him to get there. He'll be fascinated by the Kryptonian technology. He'll whip up some kind of crazy dish that is like this big but expands out into a giant thing. Yeah, I'm with it. The fantastic super green Thanksgiving. I'm into it.
Of course you are.
Because I came up with it. Exactly, right.
Right.
Yeah. So the question is, guys, of these Thanksgivings, which one would you want to attend?
Not the multiracial one.
Everyone's bizarre.
Whoa.
How do you just
Okay, you're missing out on a party. You're missing out on a real party.
What about you, Eli? Which one are you hoping to attend?
Depression.
Well, two
I think the
questions
Latinx
for
one,
you.
actually.
For you, it's which one would you want to attend, and also which one would you want to draw?
Attend definitely the Latinx. The draw probably, I think it was who got the Kamala Khan in them?
Wait, what'd you say?
Which one was Kamala Khan and everybody?
That was the South Asian.
South Asian.
Got you. That one would be probably fun to draw, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Carlos, you draw as well. So which one would you want to draw, Carlos?
I'd probably want to draw the South Asian one. It's got the Spider family, and they're my favorites. And it's also the one I would want to attend the most, because if Miles is showing up, it's the most chance I've got at eating Puerto Rican food at Thanksgiving. So
fair enough.
Hey.
Fair enough. What about you? What are you, Tamati? Which one would you want to attend?
Who's all on the white team again? I know that the Captain America team is it.
That's chaotic team.
That is the Thor and the Asgardians, the Hulks, and Captain America.
That sounds like a party to me. I'd go to that.
I mean, it definitely sounds like, it sounds lit. It sounds like there'd be a lot of stuff going down. But I'd be worried. I'd be worried about myself getting broken at that thing, because everybody else can survive.
Yeah, it'll start up with the racist uncle having a go at the Asgardians or something.
Oh right, and Loki will instigate.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Odin will try to intervene, but then he'll fall asleep. He'll go right into the Odin sleep. And once Thunderbolt Ross shows up, he'll lose his temper, turn into Red Hulk, and then it's really out of hand.
That sounds like a party.
Well, I'm keeping it real.
Eats dinner the whole time.
Right. I'm keeping it real. I'm going to the black one. I feel like I feel like the Wolverine party aspect, that thing will be happening over there, but T'Challa, Shuri, and the rest of the Wakandans, they'll keep that under wraps. They'll probably put like a force field or something. We'll Zoom call Killmonger from the ancestral plane.
And he'll be like, those bitches, I don't even have a real phone. I have like those flip phones.
Yeah.
I like the diversity of food. You got like the Wakandan cuisine. You've got the
What is
Peruvian
Wakandan cuisine, Eli?
Who knows? We'll have to draw something.
Right.
Yeah. Everything's dipped in vibranium.
Whatever it is, it glows.
Right. Well, no, the plate. I mean, the plates are glowing. Like the whole, the plates, the cutlery, it's all got a glow to it, and it cleans really fast. Nothing sticks to vibranium.
Yeah.
So. Fair,
Exactly.
fair enough. Fair enough. Like I said, I feel pretty confident that the Black Party is where it's at. The Black Thanksgiving is where it's at. And once the Spades game gets going, like, I mean, I bet you Wolverine could play Spades.
I was about to
Eli,
say
do you know how
Wolverine
to play
definitely plays some
Spades?
spades.
Wolverine, he's got
Know
this.
that.
He's got this.
I don't think he'd be a bad loser.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But he doesn't
He'd be
lose.
throwing tables.
What about you, Kia? Which Thanksgiving are you going to?
Obviously, my own.
That's depressing.
All right.
Like, that's not depressing. What are you talking about? I had
The Swamp Thing and the Crow.
Yeah, I mean,
somebody else. Who else did I have?
and
Yeah,
Scarlet Witch
and that family. But
Scarlet
like,
Witch.
and Magneto. It's like,
Scarlet Witch. Magneto. Yeah, I mean, Scarlet Witch can make Swamp Thing and the Crow feel as though they actually have family and stuff. You can
that's true. He could provide them with
Yeah.
imaginary.
Yeah,
with
see,
imaginary
I was
families.
thinking outside the box, and you guys are over here not at my party. That's messed up.
I
was
just
over here
still-
trying
I-
to make sure they weren't
Magneto,
alone for the
Magneto will
holiday.
be the grumpy uncle.
Yeah, for sure. And that I'd just be worried that if things get too chaotic, then Scarlet Witch goes, "No more party," and then, and then we don't
Cleanup will
don't
be great.
exist anymore.
And Swamp Thing is just kind of critiquing all of the recipes. Like, oh, you putting herbs in that? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I'm right here.
Gonna eat
I'm
that?
standing right here.
Right here, right here.
Oh, we're having salad? I'm right here.
You're like, really
No
salad.
side of
Really green? You making collard
Is that what
greens?
you're gonna
Really, really collard
Really?
greens?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It could be.
Uh,
Did anyone else just get visualizations of that party? How that would play?
Exactly.
That'd
Yeah.
be insane. Be amazing.
So if this is
Yeah.
your first show, listeners, I apologize. But this is what
Yeah.
but this is what we'll be getting up to in season 2 of the racial draft.
Oh, yes.
A lot of drafting antics. A lot of stories, a lot of excitement.
A lot of
lot of-
OnlyFans.
Only feet.
Okay.
Only feet.
Only feet though.
Yeah,
Only
yeah,
feet.
only feet. We're gonna have as much fun as we can try to have, and we're always open to new voices. Like I said, we've got 9 delegations now. At some point, we'll go to 10, and it'll be glorious. What now? I know, Carlos, you weren't here when we did our draft order, but the order that we drafted on these is the order that we ended up with. So the number 1 pick is still the Asian delegation. The number 2 pick, because of we did a recount as Kia wanted.
Oh, wow.
So and Kia's now the number 2 pick.
Oh, so weird.
That's
But
congratulations.
But the black delegation is the number 3
My man
pick.
is speechless.
Yeah. The black delegation is the number 3 pick. The Polynesian delegation is the number 4 pick. The Latinx delegation is the number 5. Native American number 6. White delegation number 7. South Asian delegation number 8. And Jewish delegation number 9 at the wraparound.
Okay, so
Or the
Latinx
region.
drafting in the middle of every round. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
So start strategizing. As you know, the round kicks off a week from Monday at midnight. So if you're a listener next week, you can tune in for the pre-draft extravaganza. We will be breaking down the possible picks. People will be coming by and offering up potential poll selections. And
Not dancing on them.
what did you say?
I said not dancing on them.
Not dancing on them. Not dancing on
Yes,
polls.
that's
Correct. Putting characters on polls, not putting your daughter on a poll. Or son, as it were. Listen,
OnlyFans racial draft coming soon.
OnlyFans racial draft
2021.
coming soon.
Is that Swamp Thing on the pole?
Swamp Thing. I mean, Eli will make it possible. All things are possible, as we say. But just so you know, on the Poly Swamp Thing, right?
Swamp Thing.
Oh man.
Thing.
Ladies, get the dollars out
Ladies.
for Swamp Thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Make it
Get your green
rain.
on, the avatar of the green.
Bringing the
Wow.
shaking that
Okay, wait.
vine.
What
New
song?
song
What song is
for the
Swamp
Wild
Thing coming
Thing.
out to?
Yeah. Yes.
Wild Thing? Did you say Wild Thing?
I
Yeah,
don't
no,
know.
but they'll change it to Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing.
Dang.
Oh man.
Oh man.
No, Swamp
Make
Thing is definitely coming out to.
everything
He's coming out to
slimy.
WAP, of course.
Thank you so much for bringing that back. Yes. Yes.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah, Swamp again. Damn.
Oh man. Oof. I mean, I think this is probably where we need to end the show.
Yep.
Like I don't know if we can beat. I don't know if we can beat that. So everyone, say your final words. Martine, final words.
Yeah, this was really fun. I look forward to these all the time. I did get skipped on the question.
Oh,
So
did you? I'm
you
sorry.
did, yeah. I just said
Oh, you
assuming
said who you wouldn't go to. That's what it was.
yeah. I said I would probably go to the Latinx, but if I had to choose one that wasn't ours, it would be the black delegation.
Nice, cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I look forward to these all the time. I race safely home from work.
Nice.
Just try to get onto these. Yeah, and it's definitely something I need after a long, boring day of work sometimes.
Yeah, and listeners, after a long, boring day of work or a long, boring week of work, settle in with the racial draft for some humor, a little bit of education, a little bit of nerdery. Make us your favorite podcast. Follow us on Twitter. Martine, what's your Twitter?
Mar Sanjay, so MarSanj 47.
Okay.
That's my Twitter.
Eli, what's your Twitter?
At Art by Atlas. On Twitter, I don't have the 0 at the end because people keep taking, the name, but it's just Art by Atlas.
Okay.
Twitter, so.
Art by Atlas on Twitter. He will illustrate your life, and
Oh no, it is Art by Atlas 0 on Twitter.
Okay. There we go. And remember, if you Patreon, if you want to support us at the $15 level, you'll get a personalized shout out from Eli, as well as access to his video feed. So thank you for making yourself available for that.
And
Carlos,
Tamati. Oh,
Carlos, do you have any final words?
I mean, sorry I was only here for the last 10 minutes, but it was a fun 10 minutes. You can find me on Twitter at Carlos Freites Jr. Yeah, figure that out. Figure out the spelling of Freites. It's okay. And then I also have a podcast called Hey Do You Remember? We've been running for about 7.5 years now. So check us out. We've got over probably close to 200 episodes up. So.
Okay, there we go.
Right.
And Tamati from the future.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to next week. I've been really looking forward to I guess the second round of our racial draft. We're looking to bring some new energy to this as well. I think I'm just about to confirm bringing a couple more people into the Polynesian family.
Nice,
to help with
great.
the draft process. So we're really looking forward to it. And hey, I love the energy. And I think we kind of need that in today's world, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
Twitter?
Yeah, and where can people find you on Twitter?
Yeah. On Twitter, it's at Marty Random, which is MAORI Random.
Nice.
Yeah.
And last but not least, our Kialisi.
Well, you guys can find me on Twitter at actually Kia B IZM, but you can also look it up as Kialisi, KIALEESI. And I just want to do a quick shout out to the Kardashians. I love you guys. You guys are the greatest. And don't take anything I say seriously. I love you guys, and I have all your perfumes. All right, go.
Well,
Thank you,
you
Kit.
can, and you can find our podcast on Twitter at Racial Draft Pod. You can find me on Twitter at MTFIII on Twitter, where I'll be talking about all manner of nerdy things and sometimes not so nerdy things. But I'm around. Hopefully you're around, and hopefully you're listening and you're spreading the word. We are always looking for new listeners and new fans and new people to be added to the community, no matter what background you're from, whether you're from a delegation that's been represented or a delegation that hasn't been represented. We love to hear your voice. We, all genders, all races, all backgrounds. We're an open community. We're an accepting community, and we just want to have fun together. And like Tommy T said, these times it's all about the fun. So from this week, final weeks of preparation before we this racial draft jumps off. Until next time, all things are possible.
Five, 6, 7, 8.